Hello, welcome to my YouTube space. My name is Ash. I am the owner, the psychic, the medium, and the healer behind Magic Touch Botanica. And so, welcome to my July 2022 video. So, I know that I did a video last like 2 weeks ago, which was a pick a card after like a month of me not doing pick a cards. And now I'm back after like a month of me not doing monthly forecast, monthly transit check-in, and pick a card check-in for the collective, for those who follow me here on Magic Touch Botanica. As you know, if you watched the video before, I was working. I decided to take a full-time job in November so that we can pay bills. But I'm actually quitting this month, so you will find more information on that because I'm going to make a vlog video about that. But for those here who are new, hello, welcome. So for these July videos, what I do is in the beginning, I go over the Astro forecast, just really looking over transits. And so if you're new to astrology, transits are basically the planets moving, like where are the planets moving, where are the planets going to in terms of the zodiac astro sign, and then if you want more in-depth information on what is going on this month, on Patreon I have a tier where you receive weekly astro forecasts, and that's where I go more in depth, not only on the transits but also the aspects. And aspects are the ways that the planets are communicating with each other and what that does energetically on Earth, to us collectively and also individually. So let's go over the transits. So July is pretty, I don't know. I feel like for a Taurus rising, I'm like, it's pretty spicy because fucking Mars is going to be in our first house for those who are Taurus risings. And I feel like that is going to put a lot of fire in this. But collectively, Mars entering Taurus July 5th is going to put some fire under our ass, but not like it's gonna put fire under our ass, but not in the same way that Mars being in Aries was doing. So with Mars and Taurus, things are a little more slower because Taurus is slow, but you are going to feel kind of like that hard-headed energy, like you've made a decision, there's no going back on it, and you're going to be fighting for long-term stability and fighting for security. This is a time where you are feeling very passionate, but the key is patience. So to me, what I'm seeing with Mars entering Taurus collectively is that this is a warning, this is a moment to really value the beauty of the journey versus the destination, and to value the beauty of the journey, take time to be in the present moment and keep walking forward. So even though Taurus is slow, with Mars entering Taurus, it's like this very intentional slow pace, but you're still going, there's no stopping. And that's happening on July 5th. The other thing that's happening on July 5th is Mercury enters Cancer. Cancer is a very intuitive, nurturing sign. And Mercury is all about our thinking and how we communicate. So with Mercury entering Cancer, this is a time that's going to feel very intuitive. It's still going to be slow. Like the beginning of July is very slow. Because these planets are moving into signs that move a little bit slower. But with Mercury in Cancer, it's very intuitive. It's a little slower in communication, but also our conversations are about to be deeper. So it's deep conversations, deep thoughts. If you're somebody like me who hates like small talk, this is going to be a great time because collectively we're all going to want to have a deep conversation. Collectively, we're all going to want to go deeper below the surface. So that's what I'm feeling with that. Then we have the full moon in Capricorn happening July 13th. We know that Capricorns are the hard workers. Capricorns are about their money. Capricorns are about their stability. Capricorns is about tradition, is about routine. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And then the full moon is all about releasing. So what I wrote down for this full moon is that we're all going to be thinking about what's going on with our work, what's going on with job, what's going on with our finances, what demands do you need to make. I feel like it's also going to illuminate, because full moons also illuminate things. It's going to illuminate situations that need to change, that need to be released. Like I said, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Daddy Saturn is all about structure, foundations, routines, reputation, career. So I feel like this full moon is going to be a good one to sit and think about. What are your long-term goals, especially with Mars in Taurus? What are your long-term goals? What cycles, routines, like what about your current everyday life supports your future versus holds you back from your future, holds you back from your goals? What daily routines, because even as I'm like speaking, spirit is making me focus on reputation and career as well. Like what routines do you have right now? What consistency have you created that aids in you having a positive reputation versus what consistency, like what routines are you missing that's actually holding you back career wise? So the full moon to me is giving me all that. It's making me think about that. I would sit and use that full moon to release, like to reflect, and then do a releasing ritual, releasing whatever you know is holding you back, because it will be illuminated under this full moon. And that's happening July 13th. Then we have Venus entering Cancer on July 17th. Like I said, Cancer is very intuitive, emotional, is caring, it's nurturing. Venus is all about comfort, abundance. And so with Venus entering Cancer, I'm really feeling like this is going to be about the home, about community, reflecting on how abundance can exist collectively. And thinking about how our collective abundance is our individual abundance, and that any abundance created at the detriment of the community is actually not true and it is not sustainable. That's what I'm feeling. So we already know that we got Mars in Taurus. This is about stability. We got the full moon in Capricorn. Again, about stability and long term. Like earth signs think long term. And so with this Venus entering Cancer on July 17th, I feel like that is really going to push us. Like I feel like this is where now the energy is moving forward. Whereas like the beginning of the month, it was very reflective. Now the energy is moving forward. And we're thinking collectively, what does it look like when my community is thriving, and how does my community thriving actually support me as well? The relationship between the two, and really tapping into, like I can even see some people really even letting go of some community during this time, community that actually isn't helping them, isn't helping you. Yeah, like letting go of a space, a community that is not giving you that nurture and support, and being very honest with yourself about that. So then we have Mercury entering Leo on July 19th. And, you know, Mercury is all about thinking. So we have Mercury in Cancer, which was like very nurturing, very intuitive. And Mercury entering Leo, it's very confident. Very confident. Some of the things I wrote in my notes is talking with confidence, listening to your heart. I put, you just, like, this might be a time where you just feel like you'll be amazing at something, but you don't necessarily have like the logic or the evidence to prove they're going to be amazing at this. But you're just like, you know what? I just feel it. I just feel it in my spirit. And Leo is like the heart. Leo is the heart, because Leo is ruled by the sun. And the sun is our heart, our core. What are the values that keep us going forward? So with Mercury entering Leo, I feel like it might be a time where there's a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, having a hard time listening to each other because you want to get your idea across. You may feel like I'm right. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying, but I'm right. And so really, when I look at these transits, I'm thinking about like, what is its, more healthy, highest expression, and then what is its shadow expression. I feel like the higher vibrational expression, whatever it is you want to call it, is talking with confidence, listening to your heart, and then the shadow aspect is not listening to anybody and fighting and arguing. And so then after that, July 22nd, we have the sun moving in Leo. And so during this time, we have Mercury and the sun in Leo. this is giving very much summertime vibes. This is giving going outside, having some fun, taking some risks. And I know we still in a pandemic, so manage your risk, manage what that looks like in terms of your community. But it's giving summertime vibes, and it's also giving a push forward, like energy moving forward. Then we have the new moon in Leo happening on July 28th. And new moons in Leo to me are like one of my favorite new moons to manifest under, because the new moon in Leo is like you want to show off your dreams, you want to show off your aspirations. It's the ability to see far into the future. It motivates you. It's playful. It's creative. It's uplifting. Something that came up while I was like typing up these transits was how something that my mother-in-law, I guess you would call her, but my boyfriend's mom said to me as I've been like thinking about leaving my job. She's like, good things don't happen when you have a bad attitude. And while I know that like there's more nuance to it, I definitely do hold that in my heart, right? Like if I'm in a space where I'm constantly miserable, where I'm constantly unmotivated, how, if you're in that space, a part of manifesting is taking aligned action. And if you're in that space, how the hell are you going to take aligned action? And that's what I'm feeling with this new moon in Leo. It's like giving you that positive attitude, giving you that positive, like fiery confidence that you need so that you can take the risk and take aligned action with the things you're trying to manifest in your life. Because again, our manifestations are 50% faith and 50% aligned action. And that's what I'm seeing for the month of July. So the first month, slow, reflective, intuitive, thinking further into the future, thinking about sustainability. And then the second half, it picks up more because we have all those planets in Leo. And we still have Mars. And we have, it's really because all those planets in Leo, that fiery type of energy, that reflective, like we're reflecting the beginning of the month and then we're acting at the end of the month. So it's going to be an interesting month. It is the middle of the summer. So I'm going to say always, like, if people have had a reading with me, I'm always like, yo, have fucking fun because life is short. And that's what I'm feeling is like, have fucking fun because life is short. And not to be ominous, but just to be real. Have fun. Do what it is that makes you happy. Do what it is that makes you excited about living. Of course, within reason. Of course, taking into account your safety and your stability. But do something fun, especially in the month of July. So I love you, and the next part of this video is a pick a card reading. You'll see a video of the 3 piles. Listen to the meditation and see which pile you feel most pulled towards. And then the pick a pile will be focusing on our finances, our relationships, and just a general reading from spirit. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Welcome to the pick a card portion of this video. In front of you are 3 cards. And if you are new to pick a card readings, use this time to tap into your intuition and pick the card you feel most called towards. If there is more than one group that is calling your attention, please feel free to view both or all the piles and hold on to the messages that resonate the most with you. Below in the description box are the timestamps for the different piles. Remember that pick a card readings are general readings that are meant to offer you clarity and affirm the things that uplift you and empower you. If there is a message in this reading today that does not resonate, that means the message is simply not for you, and that's okay. So thank you so much for coming to me for your free general monthly reading. If you are someone that needs extra time to meditate, to sit with the cards, to sit with the piles, to decide which card is for you, in the next minute will be meditation music to help activate your intuition. Again, thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And the next minute will be the meditation. Bye. Hey Pile 1, welcome to your July 2022 reading. So, before we jump into your cards, I just want to ground us in the affirmation and the truth that, again, like I said in the beginning, these messages are for a large group of people. Whatever comes up in this reading, if it does not resonate, you do not need to claim it. Use the reading as information, but not the end all be all of how you make decisions in your life, right? So when I'm doing these collective readings, the messages are very general. Sometimes the messages are very specific, and you are basically using this information and applying it in your life in a way that makes sense and in a way that uplifts you and makes your life easier, right? Because that's why we're here. That's why you're watching this video, is to gather information to affirm the decisions you're making in your life and to make things easier. So let's jump into your cards. So the first card we have is the Hunter card, and this card is from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck. And the Hunter is basically the energy of the seeker, the pursuer, the predator. The Hunter is going after it. The Hunter is not trying to come home empty. The Hunter is like I have the skills and I'm bringing home, like, it's making me, even as I'm saying this, it's making me think of like wanting to be the breadwinner, wanting to be the person that's like bringing money home. And I feel like this really just affirms what your tarot says. So the tarot card is really highlighting what the energy of this month is for you. And with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, is you're really thinking about money and you're really thinking about how can I make more, but somehow it just feels like it's like you've gotten a divine message about what it is that you need to do next, or the sacrifices you need to make in order for your money to grow. But all you keep looking at is like what can be lost, or what that sacrifice is gonna come with. And so this month, it's like you were given a divine message, you were given a divine decision to make, and you're scared about it, you're unsure about it, and you're weighing the pros and cons about this decision. And that's the energy of this month. Like, you are really trying to bring stability and peace into your life, and somehow that is going to require you to make some sacrifices. And instead of, like, the advice that I have for you, and the advice that I'm even picking up, is instead of you looking at what could be lost or what you're going to have to let go of, look at what you're going to gain. It may not be quickly, it may not be right away, but you know that in the long run it is better for you. So really, that's the energy. You're trying to get it, and Spirit is like, listen, we are trying to help you manifest this, but it's going to require you to let go of some things, and it's going to require a little bit of things being uncomfortable, a little bit of things being unsure. And so for you, like, Spirit is not saying, I almost said God, but Spirit is not saying like you have to make the decision. Because even as I'm like saying it, Spirit is showing me kind of like you have two paths, and no matter what you choose, right, you're not going to be punished for it. You're not going to suffer for it. None of that. I even see both roads as being hard in their own way. And Spirit is just saying, in this month, you're going to have to make the decision. And once you make the decision, it's just another journey. And you have to be willing to be okay with what that choice entails. Because no matter what you decide to do, whether that's keeping the job, getting a new hustle, whatever it is, going to a meeting, ask for a raise, whatever it is that you decide to do. And I'm saying money-wise because that's what I'm really feeling like with the Hunter and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It's about money. And it's saying no matter what you decide to do, we know that it's going to sacrifice something. You just have to be okay with the sacrifice, and you have to weigh for yourself what sacrifice is worth it. What sacrifice, is worth it. And so since your message jumped right in to about money and finances, let's pull some cards to get more information. So I am using my Psychic Tarot Oracle deck, which if you're not new to the channel, you know that this is one of my favorite decks to use. And it looks a little beat up because I use it very often. And so I'm asking Spirit, dang, okay, well this card popped up and also kind of like broke, so it wants to be here. Which truth and freaking justice, they're the same card. So this month is definitely about you weighing the options. I'm also feeling like it's about your worth. I don't know, like I'm really looking at the scales on both images, and there's something about, okay, first let's start with the scales because they're showing me like 3 different messages. So with the scales, I definitely am feeling like this is about your worth in some way. This is about, what do you think you're worth? Are you worth staying in the situation, or are you worth more? For some it's more, for some it's just like, I don't know, like for some it's very clear-cut decision, like, am I worth more? Am I worth this risk? Am I worth this hard work that's going ahead, but like I'm gonna be happier? And then for others, it feels equal, and it's like equally your worth is being, like your worth is being satisfied in different ways. And it's not that one is worse than the other, it's just different. And so it's, yeah, it's just figuring out, like it feels like the better of the 2 worst, kind of like the better of both, not the greatest options, but you are really wanting to change. And so that's what I'm feeling for your money. There's definitely also someone that's having some legal issues, and I want to tap into that because justice coming up twice, I'm like, when I saw it in the oracle cards, I'm like, okay, there's definitely somebody that's having some legal issues, and I do feel like it has to do with money. Yeah, so, okay. Definitely a group of people that it's like, you need to make sacrifices, and it's going to benefit you in the long term, just not in the short term, and you have to be okay with that. And you also have to prepare for that, because you also, I'm going to just finish this part and then go into the justice one. But like I said, you have truth, then you have accelerated motion, then you have patience and planning, and then you have light. And that's what I'm feeling like there's, for all of y'all, you guys are weighing like 2 paths to take this month. And for all of y'all, these 2 paths have different weights. And that's why like Spirit keeps showing me the scales. Like some of y'all it's even, some of y'all one is better than the other, some of y'all one is short term worse but long term better for you. And so this month is just figuring that out. And it is having to do with your stability at home. It is having to do with money. Then, so really for y'all, it's patience, planning, and having faith. Faith is a big one for you guys this month. And even for whoever is having legal issues. For whoever is having legal issues, this court case is going to go, it's going to go quicker than you think. You are probably not going to win as much money or gain as much as you thought. I don't see you losing. I just see you not gaining as much. I don't see it coming out exactly as you wanted. But it's still good. And so y'all, again, is just like for Power 1, I feel like your word is faith. Your word is faith, not giving up, still going after the prize. Because going back to that hunter card, like y'all are, like, that's your word. That's faith, really grounding yourself in that. Really pausing every time that you're feeling anxiety this month. Like, I need you to, instead of like running through it, like working through it, like, I need you to, when you feel that anxiety, to just pause and say, you know what? Let me just take an hour where I drink water, where I'm relaxing a little bit, and then come back to it. Definitely that's the energy for this month for y'all. Like, don't overwork yourself. Make sure that you're managing and taking care of that nervous system, because they don't want you to burn out. This pile is about sustained energy. Like, the more pauses you can take whenever you're feeling like you're doing too much, the better, because your energy will be sustained throughout the month. But if you keep pushing, then you'll burn out quickly, and then you won't get anything done that it is that you wanted to do. So that's your money situation, that's your career situation. Now I'm going to jump into love, and I want to do a general. No, they said no. I'm going to start off with singles, and then I'm going to go into couples. So before I go into love readings, I want to say that again, because I know love readings can be very, for me, I always feel weird doing love readings, because I don't want this to be a space where you affirm an unhealthy relationship, right? Where you get this reading and then you're like, oh, this person is harming me. This person is doing really messed up things to me. But Ash Pick a Card said, wait, no. Please do not do that. If you are in an unhealthy relationship, if there's any violence at all in your relationship, please seek help. I'm putting resources in the description box below, so that if you feel like you are in that situation, if you feel like you're in a relationship where it is harmful, where it is controlling, where it is violent, please seek out help. As y'all know, if you're new here, you probably don't know this, but I am a survivor of domestic violence, and I do not take that lightly at all. So please, if your relationship is one that exhibits those characteristics, please do not use this reading to affirm you to stay in that situation, because nobody deserves love that hurts. All right, so one card already fell out, so I'm going to pull that. You got caution. And when I'm feeling with caution, my singles, what does this say? Cuidado. When I'm feeling with cautions, it's not necessarily like something bad is gonna occur, but it's definitely like, be careful. Take precautions. That's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing take precautions. Like, I'm seeing somebody online dating this month. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody online dating, and I'm seeing somebody trying to be reckless simply because it's summertime. I get it. I was reckless too when I was single. I was doing a lot of shit that I was not supposed to be doing. But take it slow. Like, please, take it slow. It's not to scare you. Go on dates, but go on dates like public restaurants. Go on dates where people know where you're going. Do it safer. For some of you, I definitely feel like you need to be dating people that are different. You need to open your heart up to dating people that are different. I feel like if... That was my dog. I don't know if y'all heard him. But date somebody different. Like, be open to dating someone that maybe you never thought that you would date, or doesn't necessarily check off the list that you have about your dream person. Because you, like, there's a difference between having, like, you could have non-negotiables, and you could definitely have, you know, like, you're not gonna date somebody that treats you bad, period, right? Like, you're not gonna do that. But there is somebody in this group, there's something about, like, you're mad specific. Like, you're like, this person needs to have long hair, this person needs to have, like, a big ass, like, very specific, where it's like, okay, like, spirit, like, even as I'm channeling this, spirit, it's like, okay, we gotta go deeper. Like, somebody in this group is too focused on the physical dream version, which, you know, you're deserving. Like, everybody has their preferences. You're deserving of everything that you want. However, Spirit is saying, and it goes with the caution card too. Spirit is saying, you're so focused on the physical attributes of a person that you're actually letting a lot of beautiful souls pass you by, and that's setting you back from actually getting the dream. Like, it's, you're being so, like, they're saying, like, judgmental. Like, it's this, like, I don't know, it's like it's like to the extreme. So if you're not being to the extreme, then take this message with a grain of salt. But there's somebody definitely that is being to the extreme about what it is that they want, and it's holding them back from getting the love that they deserve. And so whoever that's for, you know, it's a little harsh of a message, but I definitely feel that for you. Like, yeah, I definitely feel that for you. Open yourself up to being, it's not even, going back to the online dating, it's not even, it is like those physical attributes that you have, but they're just saying, like, if you're gonna date this month, yes, it is great to have the intention of, like, I'm dating to meet the person that I'm going to marry and spend the rest of my life with. But honestly, as someone who is in a long-term relationship, as someone who has friends that have been in a long-term relationship, a lot of these relationships start off with them not even thinking that they were going to be the one. And so Spirit is saying, like, just date this month and change the intention a little bit and see what happens. What happens if you go on a few dates and it's just you meeting amazing people and just hearing their story and sharing yours? It doesn't always have to end somewhere. What if you just want to have fun for a night and you just want to share that with a stranger? Be careful, like, be safe. But switch up your I wish y'all can see Oreo right now. He's all up on this light. I don't know if you heard or saw the light move, but that was him. And he's snoring right now. I don't think y'all can hear him, but definitely open your heart up. You'll be pleasantly surprised, and be careful. It's a wild world. It's always been. Just be safe. And don't worry, don't give up on love. If you are someone who wants the one is out there for you. If you're someone who's polyamorous and wants many the ones are out there for you. Just continue allowing your heart to be open and really have fun. Really have fun. Even with this dream card, I'm getting this, like, feeling of, you know, when you're in high school or, like, middle school, I don't know, maybe this was everybody else, but me, I have crushes on hella people, and I just enjoyed, like, flirting and the thrill of, like, pursuing your crush. Like, allow yourself to be in that. Allow yourself to be in that. I think I tweeted a few weeks or months ago where I'm like, yo, have your enemies to lovers romance this summer. Like, you know, just that my Venus is in Aries, so, you know, I like dramatic love. But just allow yourself to be in that. And I'm even gonna say that for my couples too. Like, have fun this summer. Get a little wild. Get a little experimental. Alright. Let me pull cards for my couples. Which is so interesting that I'm using this deck for love. Because the person that created this deck doesn't necessarily like doing love readings either. But it's where my hand went. So I'm gonna use it for love. Spirit, what message do you have for my couples? Somebody is about to take it to the next level. That's what I heard. Like, if you want to. Like, I see marriage, I see babies, I see house, I see people moving in, making the decision to move in together. I don't know, like, this is a month, like, it's okay to take the risk. Oh, mistakes, I don't know. Another dream card. Ancestors. Ooh. And then you have move. Okay. So yeah, okay. It all came together with the ancestor card, because the minute that I saw ancestor with the mistake card, it was like a fear that you are going to make your ancestors' mistake. Like, either your parents' mistake, your grandparents' mistake. Like, there is some sort of, I don't know what's the word, like, it's like a generational pain, a generational cycle or pattern in how relationships looked. And you're scared to take it to the next level. And then with dream ancestors, like, all I hear is, you are your ancestor. Wildest dream of, like, I'm about to get emotional because it just feels like your love, again, if this is a healthy relationship, and even if it's not, but let me talk about the healthy relationship first. Like, you are your ancestors' wildest dream, and this love is breaking some sort of cycle within your family. And so just keep on going, keep on loving, keep on loving. And then those who are in an unhealthy relationship, I would really reflect on how this relationship is breaking or, like, continuing a familial cycle, and what you're gonna do about that. Yep. That's what I have for y'all. So thank you. Yeah, I'm even looking at this card, like, soy tu peor error, la causa de tu dolor. I don't even like how this card looks low-key. But it's like, yeah, definitely if you're in an unhealthy relationship, yo, hit me up. We could talk in the DMs. Because there's something about that is not, I mean, hello, if it's unhealthy, it's not good for you. But there's something about it that is, like, ancestral. And even as I'm saying that, like, I don't even know if I said this in the beginning, but I do feel very strong ancestral spirits coming through as I was channeling for this group. Okay, so final message, Spirit. I'm gonna go back to my Psychic Tarot deck. my Psychic Oracle Tarot deck. What message do you have for this group? This side keeps blowing off, and it's just because I'm shuffling. Final message for this group. I swear. I was like, if y'all get justice again, truth again. Overall, I definitely feel like things are improving for y'all this month. And I feel like I hope you can see the cards well. But I feel like y'all are coming to, like I was saying in the beginning, like y'all are weighing your options. Y'all are making a big decision this month. Y'all are opening yourself more. Y'all are focusing on the positive more. Especially with that 5 of Cups, like, you know, I know it's so easy to look at what's been lost, to look at what you have to sacrifice. And it is important to mourn that. But Spirit also for this group is like really, really emphasizing the fact that there is positivity to come. There's blessings to come for you this month. And so weigh the options, make a choice. Whatever decision you decide to make is blessed and with its lessons and its growth. And I definitely feel like this month is going to open you up to some truths, some new truths about yourself, and even some new truths about the world, and your potential. Even here in its potential. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think this all means for you? How do you think this is going to show up for you this month? Let me know if it resonates. And again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this video. And let me know. Let me know if you like it. And again, remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. Take whatever message uplifts you and empowers you. If there was a message in here that left you feeling anxious, it's not for you. Just let it go. You do not need to claim it. So I love you, sending you so much love, so much blessings, and have a great July. Look out next week. I'm trying to post a video every Friday, so look out next week for our next pick a card. And if you're not a subscriber, subscribe so that you can know right away when the video is uploaded. Bye. Hey group 2, welcome to your pick a card message for July 2022. So before I jump into your cards, I first want to ground us in the truth that this message is being channeled for a lot of people, and that I want you to take what resonates with you, and what doesn't resonate with you, you can let it go. This is a space for you to be affirmed, to feel empowered, and to gather information. I blacked out, like I was staring into the distance. Like Spirit is already trying to talk. But before I jump in, hello. This is a space for you to gather information. This is a space for you to gather information, and not a space for you to use the information as the be all end all of any decision that you're making in your life. All right. So for your July forecast, your July message, the card that you guys picked was the Mystic, and I'm like, damn, this card is so beautiful. I'm like, low-key, this is a good card to like get tatted. Like, I like the eyes, I like the colors on the butterfly, and just looking at this card, I'm like, the Mystic, y'all are definitely the psychics, the intuitives, the healers, the light workers of the 3 piles. Y'all are the seers. Y'all are the seekers. Y'all have the ability to see beyond. But now looking at your tarot cards, I feel strongly that y'all are pushing so hard to like get a message from spirit, to be affirmed from spirit so hard on your next steps that it's actually blocking you from receiving the true message. So I'm interested to see what comes up while I channel for y'all, because the Chariot is definitely like the go-getter. I'm ready to go. And then the Hangman in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, it's like y'all are holding on so tightly to even just like what you expect things to be this month, that it's blocking you from feeling grounded and feeling affirmed on the decisions that you make this month. So I also wanted to read what it says for the mystic in the Wild Unknown Archetypes book that describes the card. And it says, the mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or lighthearted daydreamer. Yet, like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it, harness the potential and latent energy behind it, and embedded within it with light. They are patient, prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswered questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery in the great riddle of life, dancing with the force of life and dark upon its wings. When in light, you are the remover of darkness, the visionary, you are ageless. But when in the dark, you expect results, seek attention and recognition. So yeah, y'all, this month, it's like the two messages that I'm getting very strongly is for you to ground yourself back in your mission, ground yourself back in your purpose, and let that be your fuel. Versus with the Chariot card, it's like with the Chariot and then the Hangman and the Page of Swords in reverse, it's like you are grabbing the wheel away from spirit. Like you're like, yo, y'all moving too slow. I already know. I already see the vision. I know where I'm going. Let me take the wheel. And spirit is like, yo, but that's not even the purpose of all this. The purpose of all this is the journey. Let me drive. You look out the window and enjoy the view. That is what it is for you this month. It's you're trying to take the wheel and spirit is like, yo, I need you to enjoy this. I need you to sit back and trust me as I am driving us to the destination. I know that you see the beachfront house on an island. Like, I know that you see the best-selling author. I know that you see, you know, the lawyer. I know that you see where I'm taking you. But don't rush. We're not about to go 100 miles per hour on this highway. That is dangerous. We are going to go 60 miles per hour and we are going to take stops and we are going to enjoy the journey there. And I know that's mad annoying, but that's your message for this month. I know you're ready to go, because I know that you know your potential. I know that you know that we're going to go far, but you got to let me drive the car. So that's your general message. Let's jump into your career and finances. What is going on in pile 2's career and finances? Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know in regards to their finances and career? I swear, if this truth card pops up for every pile, I'm done. I pulled up 4 cards, so I'm gonna, no, I'm gonna pull 3. So when it comes to your finances, I'm letting spirit come through, because I definitely feel like it's like 2 different messages. For one group of people, it's definitely that money is increasing, but they want you to hold on to it. They want you to be intentional about how you spend your money. And then for another group of people, money is coming in, but it's not coming in rapidly, and they also want you to hold on to your money. But for the second group, it's also like keeping faith that any money situation that's happening is temporary. I'm also feeling like for the second group that's a little bit worried about their finances, like spirit is reminding me of a video I made about the summer solstice with Patreon members, and I was saying how the summertime, you're not harvesting right now. Like, at least you're not harvesting the seeds that you planted in the springtime. For a lot of people, the summertime, you're gathering the abundance that's naturally available to you, and you're waiting until August, September to start harvesting the seeds you've planted. So that's the energy I'm feeling for you guys. It's like, I talked about how I worked at summer camp for a lot of my childhood, and then now I went to camp, and then I worked at camp. And then the last year of me working at camp, I worked for about 10 months, and I really got to see the seasons change. I worked in New York, and I saw how, like, during the summertime, you could go hiking, and there's, like, blueberries out there, wild blueberries, there's wild carrots, like, there's wild stuff that you can harvest, but it's not necessarily what you've planted. And that's the message I'm picking up for you guys. It's not like what you are collecting right now, what you are harvesting right now isn't necessarily what you've planted, but it's abundance nonetheless. And they want you to, like, it's not even hoarding it, it's just being intentional about it. Because with the truth card, that's aligned with the justice card in tarot, and it's about that balance, and it's about being intentional about where your money is going and why it's going there, right? Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. So that's your finance and career reading. I don't feel like, even though we have the mystic, which is like all about y'all are the transformers, like y'all be transforming, y'all transform all the time and are open to change, I don't necessarily feel like there's major change coming to you financially. If there is, I don't feel like it's anything that I need to like warn y'all about. Really, the message for y'all this month financially is to have faith and to be balanced and to be open to harvesting the abundance that's naturally around you, even if it's not the seeds that you planted. So let's jump into love. Before I jump into loves, I want to be clear that if you're in an unhealthy relationship, please do not use this reading to affirm you being in the unhealthy relationship. Unhealthy relationships include relationships that are manipulative, that are controlling, that have violence, that have pain in any type of way. Unhealthy doesn't mean that it needs to be abusive, but it can generally mean that it is unhealthy for your mind, body, and soul. Therefore, if you're in a relationship that makes you feel bad about yourself, that makes you feel bad in general, do not use this reading to affirm those to stay in that situation. If you're in a relationship like that, I have resources in the description box below. They are anonymous. You can reach out to a professional that can help you navigate that situation, can help you get to safety, can give you resources, whatever it is that you need. They are in the description box below. I want to say, right, like, this is a general message, and I want you to take whatever message resonates for you. Like I said in the beginning, take the messages that uplift you, that empower you. Any message that does not make you feel like that is not a message for you. Okay. So I am going to channel for my singles first. Group 2. Spirit, what does group 2 need to hear? What does group 2 singles need to hear about love this month? What does group 2 singles need to hear about love this month? The energy I'm getting is like y'all are here healing, y'all are clearing, and y'all are in preparation. That's what I'm hearing for my singles this month when it comes to love. Like, this isn't necessarily a month where you are, like, I'm not feeling like y'all are chasing love, that y'all need to, like, run towards love or step back. Really, the energy is just clearing, recentering, prioritizing yourself, prioritizing you, letting them come to you. This is so funny because it says son las 5 la mañana y no he dormido nada, which is Obsesión by Aventura, and it's like that song is about somebody being obsessed with someone. Yeah, like, I feel like this pile, y'all are the people where people chase after you, where people are like, they see your juice from a mile away, they know what's up just by your energy, and they come to you. And so this month is just enjoying you, enjoying being chased. Yeah, I feel like this summer is lustful because I'm hearing the lyrics, no es amor lo que yo siente. Se llama obsesión. Like, it's not love. What you're feeling is obsession. I'm so sorry that I had to go through that horrible singing. But this month is definitely like, I'm like stuck. Like, it's like shocked that people are hitting up my line. That's the energy I'm picking up. Like, I'm shocked people are hitting up my line. I'm just here cleansing myself, covering my head, burning some incense, drinking tea, looking out the window, taking in the cool breeze. Like, I see y'all just going out to the beach with your friends, going to get some drinks. Like, maybe you're not even going to anywhere social. Like, you're just literally living and being around your close ones, but somehow in those outings, your aura is so magnetizing that you end up getting people's numbers anyways. So y'all don't have to do nothing. I'm like, y'all have fun. Go out and enjoy yourself and allow your enjoyment to be the magnet that you need towards love, if love is what you're looking for. Okay, my couples. What message does Pile 2 couples need to hear for the month of July? I don't know. This is just Pile 2, but the message I'm picking up is kind of similar to Pile 1. I just feel like y'all just need to have fun. Like, I don't know. I'm feeling the energy of a couple who's been together for a very long time. Maybe y'all already have kids. Y'all had fun in the beginning of your relationship, but now, like, both of y'all are either focused on your career or focused on, like, your kids. Like, there's just a focus. Like, nothing's wrong with the relationship. Y'all have just been focusing on other stuff. And so the message that, yeah, I'm feeling for y'all is definitely interesting. It's definitely about having fun. But then I also have these cards, so I'm gonna I'm gonna let myself marinate on this. Yeah, I feel like this is about a relationship that's newer. I'm getting like serious. Like, spirit is getting serious right now. This is a relationship that's newer. And they're saying slow, like really harshly, like slow the fuck down. Like, slow the fuck down. You don't know this person. That's what someone said. Like, you don't know this person. You don't know this person. Slow down. You don't know this person. That's what I keep feeling and hearing. And I'm stressed. So, if you're new in a relationship and y'all are rushing things, I need you to slow it down. Because you don't know this person. And not in a bad way. Like, I don't feel like this is negative for everybody. But definitely taking it slow and not rushing things. Because I feel like if you rush it, there's some things that will be... It's not even... Like, I feel two messages. For one person, is slow it down because you don't know this person. And if y'all rush it, somehow that's going to ignite or trigger, like, their insecurity or their fear of commitment. Like, right now, it's all good and great because y'all don't live with each other. And, like, y'all don't... Like, y'all are not that intertwined yet. But if you rush it... somebody is going to be triggered as hell and it's going to hurt the other person, probably unintentionally, simply because they were not ready. So slow it down because you don't want that to happen. And then the other one is like, slow it down. You dead ass don't know this person and this person got some shit to figure out. Yeah, it's like one person, it's like if you guys push it too fast, too hard, it's going to ignite some pain. The other people, it's like the pain is going to come regardless. This person is low-key a fuck boy, fuck girl, fuck person. And you don't want to rush it. Let spirit reveal to you more of who this person is. Do not rush it. And I'm definitely feeling like people who y'all just started dating, like, less than 5 months together. Or even less than 5 months knowing each other. I know it's hot. You feeling hot. Like, I'm feeling this, like passionate, lustful. It's even cosmetic, like, cosmic. Like, y'all kiss and it's, like, electrifying. And spirit's like, It's not even spirit. It's somebody's ancestor. And it feels like an old woman, like a grandma, who's just like, I even see this image of, like, throwing cold water on you. Like, calm the fuck down. You don't know this person. Like, that's what I'm hearing. So, whoever that's for... You know, like I said in the beginning, this is a place to gather information. So just take this information into account. There is no rush. All right? There is no rush. Okay, I'm going to pull last 3 cards just to wrap up this reading for you. Like I said, July is all about you. Like, even with the couple reading, slowing the hell down. Letting spirit take the wheel. Trusting in spirit. What do you need? What does Pile 2 need to hear as their final message? What needs to be affirmed for Pile 2? Y'all need to just trust that you're going to be good. That you know that you are on the right path. You fucking know that. I think that definitely this pile, y'all are the mystics. I think when I'm looking at the spiritual strength card, it's like strengthening your self-confidence, that you know you're on the right path. Maybe it's going to take longer than other people. You know exactly what it is you want. You know the spirit's going to give it to you. You just got to slow down, chill out and surrender. And just enjoy the journey, because I definitely, that was a hiccup. I definitely feel like for this pile, y'all have seen that your life has been a movie. Y'all have seen that your life just has these like cute little moments, these dramatic little moments, these uplifting moments, these huge growth moments. Sit back and watch it. Sit back and enjoy watching yourself unravel, is what I heard. Just enjoy it. And I feel so like, I feel like laughter on the other side, like a very like, I don't know, like a cute, you know, like a grandparent watching their grandchild like fumble, and it's like all they could do is just laugh, like they're just laughing at you, like this is my cue, like why are you worrying, we got you. You know you're gonna be good. So that's what I leave for you, group 2. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you're not a subscriber already, please subscribe, because I'm going to be dropping weekly videos, weekly picker cards, and you don't want to miss it. So subscribe, and if this message resonates with you, please give us a thumbs up, comment below, and again, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hey group 3, welcome to your Pick a Card July 2022 video, where we are covering your general message and themes for this month, as well as looking at your career, finances, and love. So first, before we jump into your cards, I want to say that, again, grounding us and affirming us in the intention that this is a space for you to receive uplifting, empowering messages. Any message in this reading that does not feel good to you, you do not need to claim. This is a space for you to feel affirmed. Therefore, messages that come through that are for you will be affirming and will affirm the things you already know. I also want to say that this is a space for you to gather information, that it is not a space for you to make decisions in your life and have this tarot reading on YouTube be the end all be all of what you do with your life this month. So we're gonna jump right in, and the first card that y'all have is the River, and this is a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck, and I'm going to read it directly from the book. So, there is a reason so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us further down the stream of transformation than we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind the you that stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion, potential, nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. When in light, you are full of acceptance, grace, reflection, forgiveness. When in darkness, you are tormented by your emotions, flooding, and overwhelmed. This month is going to be transformative for y'all. And I see that just with the River card, and I see that with your tarot cards, because you have 3 major arcanas popping up for you. And so you have the Strength card, the Moon card, and the Lovers. And what I'm feeling looking at these 3 cards is definitely this month is going to call upon you following your heart, like 100%. The Strength card is the Leo card. Is it the Leo card? I don't know. That's what Spirit is telling me right now. The Strength card is the Leo card. It has the lion there. And the lion, Leo, is about the heart and strength and using your heart. It's like your heart, your passion, your inner fire to move you forward. Don't be illusioned by logic. Don't let logic cloud your mind for making a decision that is in true alignment with your path, with what you're meant to do, with who you actually are. And it said that in the book, and when we were talking about the River card. Like, this is a month where you're going to truly see your highest potential and who you truly are. And you're meant to use that glimpse as your strength to make some hard decisions that don't make sense logically, but make total sense when it comes to the heart. And that's the Lover's card. And the Lover's card in reverse is you are trying to use your head, even though your heart is telling you to go a different way. And so this month, follow your heart. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's like, what is your heart telling you? Let that be your strength. Maybe you've been feeling unmotivated because you keep following what you feel like you need to do, what you should do, what you feel obligated to do versus what it is that you want to do. So pile 3, what is it that you want to do? How are you trying to live? Not even who are you trying to be, but who are you actually, and who are you trying to be by following what logically makes sense? That's your message for this month. That was powerful. Let's jump into your career and finances. Yeah, I definitely feel like this month you're going to get sometimes when we are in our lowest moment, I feel like Spirit gives us a glimpse of the possibility of our future if we follow our heart, if we make choices that are in alignment with that vision, if we take aligned action towards that manifestation. Sometimes when we're so low, when we feel so unmotivated, Spirit gives us a glimpse. And it is our job in those moments to, one, give gratitude, but then to really start making decisions from that vision. And knowing, you'll know when it's a vision from the divine versus a vision from your ego. Like, you will know. It's a vision that is so powerful, so strong, that it even sometimes will bring you to tears. Like, I know I sound so dramatic right now, but it's just that powerful. It's not one where it's like out of obligation. It's one where it's like your true deepest desire. And Spirit is going to reveal that to you this month. And it's like you're at a stance where it's like, okay, like if I follow this path, damn, like all 3 piles has been like a decision you have to make, like a choice you have to make, which life is all about choices. But this month is like, especially for y'all got all the major arcanas. This month is definitely all about making that aligned choice with your heart's desire. So your career, finances this month. I do feel like this choice has to do with your career, finances in some way. Like, these cards are making me think of Saturn, the planet in astrology. And it's making me think of how Saturn, like I'm Saturn dominant, and I'm in my Saturn return right now. And Saturn is all about working us hard so that we do shit right, and so that our foundation is so strong that nothing can crumble what we've built on top of it. And that's the energy I'm feeling in terms of your career and finances. It's having the patience, because you know that each step, even though it's slow, it's like slow and steady wins the race. Even though it's slow, that it is aligning you, that it is building the strong foundation that you want. You don't want to build something on a weak foundation. And your partnerships, alliances, your friends, your networks are going to be so critical in building that for yourself this month. And so don't be afraid to say, like, yo, I'm struggling right now. Don't be afraid to say I need help with graphic designing. Don't be afraid to say I need help with whatever it is that you need help with. Do not be afraid to say that, because it's only going to help make your foundation stronger. And a part of our foundation is our support systems. And I feel like this month y'all are building that stronger support system. Y'all are building a stronger community where it's almost like the vision the spirit just gave to me. It's almost like, it's like people in your circle that have just been in the background of your life that were willing and ready to fucking show up for you, but you never said anything. So they didn't even know you needed the support. Because they're showing me like you being so focused on like how people aren't showing up for you, or like friends you have that like you just know you can't ask them for help, or you just know that they're gonna have some BS excuse. Like you're so focused on those people instead of like opening up your horizon to see all those waiting for you to ask for their help. Like you focusing on the fact that you can't ask so and so for help, and not on the fact that you can ask this person for help. You know what I mean? So when it comes to your money and finances and career this month, it's about you being open to asking for help. It's about you having patience in this moment in your life where you're just building a stronger foundation for yourself. I don't see this month being a huge risk-taking month. I see this month being a very like intentional, slow and steady, wins the race type of month when it comes to your finances and career. Just wait. Whatever it is that you want, whatever it is that you're looking for in terms of that is coming. This is just that waiting period, that period that spirit is asking you to have some patience while they are moving things in the background in your favor. Okay, that's what I have for you in terms of career and finances. Let me pull some cards for love. So before I jump into the love cards, I want to give a disclaimer. If you are in an unhealthy or toxic or abusive or violent relationship, please do not use the messages that come up during this love portion of this reading to affirm you staying in a relationship that is not healthy for you. A relationship that is not healthy for you mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all of it. If you find yourself that you are in a relationship that makes you feel bad, that's harmful, that's painful, that's hard, that is somebody that's controlling, I have resources in the description box below that you can reach out to. Those resources are anonymous. You can speak to professionals that can help you in whatever way that you need. But please, please, please do not use this reading to affirm you staying in the relationship that is not good for you. I've said this countless times. I do not give a fuck if somebody is your soulmate, your twin flame. If they are causing you harm, you don't need to be with them. Because love does not hurt. Love is not hard all the time. And you deserve a love that is sweet to you, that is compassionate, that is uplifting, that is empowering. So I'm going to start off with my singles to see what message Spirit has for you this month. Spirit, what message do you have for my powerful singles? What message do you have for my powerful singles? there was another pile that kind of had the same message, where it's like, this is a time for you to heal. This is a time for you to like clear yourself out of past cycles romantically, past cycles. I'm even seeing sexually. Like, it's not just romantic, but it's also allowing yourself to have a fresh start with, it's so weird, but they're telling me it's a fresh start and a fresh relationship with your sexuality and with love. I'm definitely seeing this month somebody, I don't know, like just seeing love and sexuality in a different way. Somebody being very determined to heal past wounds, to realize how they put themselves in a box. I'm seeing somebody definitely clearing out and even reflecting on how they may have made choices that led to a lot of deep pain. I'm also seeing someone who is clearing out past karmic cycles when it comes to love. I see someone who is no longer choosing to repeat the patterns of their ancestors, because La Hermanas Maribel is making me think of ancestors, is making me think of women, is making me think of the matriarch, the maternal lineage. Like, what have the women in your life, like what type of relationships have they been? How have you been repeating that cycle, whether you're man, woman, non-binary, whatever? There is something about the singles in this pile that you are clearing out generationally. And that's the theme for this month. It's clearing out, reclaiming, redetermining, letting go all the things in the past and coming out of it like really brand new, and how you even pursue love, whether that's you going after it if you're not someone who's ever done it, or you allowing people to come to you if you're someone that's always chasing. I see someone going to IKEA, like for whatever reason. I see someone going to like a library, just somewhere where necessarily it isn't a place where people go to seek love, but somehow someone giving you a number, someone going up to you, talking to you versus you chasing. But I also see, again, this is a reading for a large group of people. I see someone at a bar and actually approaching someone for the first time, and building a new connection. So this month for my singles, it's y'all are coming out of it a brand new bitch. Like, y'all are coming out of it really different. And you're going to get signs about how it is that you need to grow this month and what cycles it is that you need to let go of. I definitely 100% see that. So that's the love message I got from my singles. Let's pull some cards for those that are in a relationship. Even before I pulled the card, Spirit was like self-love, self-confidence. I see someone being bought flowers. I see roses being rubbed up on somebody. Like, I see just being loved on. Like, asking your partner to show you more affection if that's something that you want, if that's something that you've been missing. I can't make this shit up. Oh my God. Yep. Yeah. Yes. So self-love, I already said it. I see you asking your partner to love on you. I see you asking for it. Like, I feel like there's someone in this group where you've just been like, oh, my husband, my wife, my partner, like, they just don't show me love the way that I want to. I haven't been kissed. Like, I need affection. I haven't been loved on. Like, they don't love me. I just see a lot of, like, kind of whining a little bit. Like, you're just making hell of assumptions. And the Spirit is saying you need to go ask them, hey, I don't feel beautiful right now. Can you tell me that I'm sexy? Can you tell me what you like about me? Like, I know it's very vulnerable to ask your partner that, but hello, if that's how you're feeling, they're your partners there to support you. Let them know how you feel. Be real with them. I see liberation in that. I see there are some relationships where it's like y'all are really comfortable with each other, but there's still some stuff y'all are holding back from each other. Like, you're not gonna go tell your partner, hey, like, can you tell me that you love me? Like, can you tell me that, like, I'm beautiful? Like, you still feel very anxious about that, as if your partner's gonna leave you, reject you. And by you telling your partner that, you will feel that much more closer, and you will actually feel some liberation. Because it's like, being insecure is not something to be ashamed of. And then illusions is that, like, the assumptions, like, oh my God, I don't think they love me because they haven't said I love you in 2 weeks. I don't think they love me because they don't kiss me goodnight anymore, or they don't hug me anymore. Like, stop making these assumptions. Ask for what it is you need. Something inside of you will feel liberated from being able to see that you are truly, truly loved and supported unconditionally. All right, so that was for my couples. I'm going to pull cards now as your final message. I want to say thank you so much for still being here, for watching this video. Please let me know below how this message resonates for you. What are you looking forward to for this month? And give a thumbs up if you felt supported, felt like this message gave you clarity. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to my channel. I will be dropping new videos every week, and you don't want to miss them. So your final message, you got crown chakra, balance, and patience again, right? I think y'all had patience. So yeah, like I said in the beginning, if I can even remember it, because I feel like I was just in the zone throughout this whole reading. I don't even remember what I said. But I said that this month, y'all are definitely, like, y'all have the strength to keep moving forward. Y'all are being asked to trust in the visions that you've been given. You're being asked to trust in the vision of your true self that you were shown. You're being asked to trust in following your heart. This month is definitely about balance, and I always say that, like, balance is mad important, right? Regardless of what's going on in your life, making sure that you're grounded, making sure that you feel clear, that you're making decisions from a clear place. But they're showing me, like, again, I think I said this in the beginning, it's not like, I know I would normally tell everybody, use your logic and use your heart. But for y'all, it's really, really, really following your heart this month. It's really, really, really balancing. Like, when I'm looking at the balance card, it's like balancing the anxiety of that. Like, for a lot of y'all, you're going to feel anxious about having to make a choice purely out of your heart, and figuring out how to balance your nervous system, figuring out how to cope and contact, like, your support system. There is no rush to anything ever, but I feel like the drastic changes that you're going through this month, as you are making these choices that are in alignment with your heart's desire, don't expect that things are just gonna all of a sudden, right? Like, I even get trapped in this thinking sometimes, where I'm like, okay, Spirit, I made the decision, like, what's up? Hello, you said do this, manifestation coming through, where's that? Don't get trapped in that thinking. Just because you know that you're making a choice that's in alignment with your manifestations, that's in alignment with your higher purpose, that's in alignment with what spirit wants from you, doesn't necessarily mean that all of a sudden you're going to reap the rewards right away. Have that faith, have that trust that no matter, that no matter what your environment is telling you, somehow you're supported, somehow you are walking on the right path. And I'm always tempted to be like, but you have free will. Like, make sure that you're making choices that are actually good. Like, I don't want you to go say like, oh, my heart's desire is to like fucking move to Antarctica, and all of a sudden your life falls apart because you want to go to Antarctica. Then you're in Antarctica and you're like, Ash, I'm not happy, and you said take this risk. Like, listen, have a little bit of logic. My Taurus rising self is always going to be like, have a little bit of logic, have a little bit of a plan. Don't make such drastic change, but definitely your message is to follow your heart, and I can't lie about that. So take what resonates, leave the rest. I hope this reading gave you clarity. I hope this reading uplifted you, empowered you in some way. And again, like I said, if it resonates, leave a comment below, like, subscribe. That helps my videos grow and show itself to more people online. And just thank you. I do these readings because I truly love doing readings, and I truly love channeling from spirit. It's one of those things where it's like, this is my only talent, so here we are. I'm gonna edit it out. But yeah, like, this is my purpose, and I always come back to this. So here I am. And my intention is always to spread love and blessing into those who watch this life. And let me know below how you like it. And again, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, because I'm dropping a video every week. Again, thank you so much. Sending you so much love, so much blessings. And I hope to see you for our next pick a card. Bye.